Am I loud enough you can hear me?
Yes, indeed.
All righty. So, we're going to get a little more general and personal on this one. We're not going to talk about really current events other than probably the election, right?
Right. First and foremost, hold on. First and foremost, it's been a while since we've been on here, and since then, your birthday came around. So happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you very much, sir. My birthday was a week ago.
No need to tell people how old you are, but you're seasoned. We'll say that.
I'm seasoned, man. I've been in this thing. All right. I've been in this thing.
So that leads me to this. So I want to start a new thing. We spoke about this, and we're gonna do what's called what do we call it? A birthday question, right?
Yeah.
So every birthday, 2 times a year, your birthday and then my birthday, and then I'm gonna ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
First question. So, what have you learned about society / media / politics? I guess you can put that under the umbrella of what have you learned about people in general as a whole within the last year?
Okay, I got one statement and I'll expound on it a little bit, but I want you to tell me what you think of it. Okay, one thing I learned is that the culture that you are raised in is the matrix.
Okay, and that's it?
That's it. The culture you are raised in is the matrix for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and what I mean by that is it controls your perspective of the world. And the perspective of the world is different for everybody. But the governing class kind of keeps it in the same kind of box.
Okay, so
does that make sense?
So my understanding is also too. Do you find yourself having to unlearn a lot of things that you were taught?
Yes, that's what I mean by that.
Is that what you mean in general?
You hit it right on the head. That's 100% what I mean.
I agree with that. And I think I've been going through that maybe with, I say within the last maybe 10 years or so.
Yeah.
If I can go back that far.
You would be, because you're a Capricorn descendant and Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. And Pluto is the planet of transformation. That's just a little astrology. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that in or not, but I just throw that in there.
Throw that in there. Keep that in there. You want to expound, or you want to go to my next question?
No, that's it. That's all I got to say. I'll let the people.
Just a quick hit.
Yeah. Comment below on what you think of what I said as far as your culture. The culture that you are raised in is the matrix for every individual. It's what you have to.
I agree with that, and it's up to the individual to find out that they're actually in the matrix, and that takes a while for some people.
Yes.
Now, moving on to the next question. This one is a little bit deeper, just slightly a bit deeper. So, what have you learned about life in general?
Over the past year, I would say I've learned that life is 100% what you make it. Not just from being happy with your situation standpoint, but from a realizing that anything is possible if you get out of your own way. And the number one problem with people is excuses. That's probably man's number one enemy, is the excuses he gives to himself. He makes for himself.
Yeah. Accountability. Lack thereof.
That's what, yeah.
I agree with that. Okay, so that's what you've learned about life, huh? Okay.
Yeah, over the past year, yes.
Yeah. Okay, last and final question. This is a little bit deeper, and a lot of people don't want to go here, but I think this is the most important thing. What have you learned about yourself, my brother?
That this relates to what I said before, that I am my own worst enemy, even though I have in the past blamed other people and society as a whole for shortcomings. You come across information a lot of times and you're blind to it only due to what am I trying to say? Either due to being lazy or being due to not wanting to be wrong about the way you've lived thus far and what you've been taught. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's what I say I learned about myself is you have to be open to listen to everything. Not take it in, not take it as the gospel, but at least listen and really process what information you come across when it's new information. And learn that everybody has their own perspective and yours is not always right.
I agree with that, because you can learn from anybody.
Yeah, it may be right for you, but you can't put it on other people. And that's something I think we all tend to do, is put our perspective on other people as what everybody should, you know what I'm saying, as what is right. What's right for you is not right for others. May not.
Yeah. You can't preach to everybody, man. All you can do is put it out there, put your views out there. If people accept it, if they agree, cool. If they don't, that's cool too. We all human beings out here, and like you say, it's about respect too. Give everybody respect, and 100%. Let's move on from there,
Yeah. So it's been, last year was a very, very trying year for me. It did not go like I planned for it to, but at the same time I knew it was coming. You know what I mean? Sometimes you tell yourself you can dodge what people say is undodgeable, but sometimes it's really undodgeable. You have to just navigate it the best way you can, and that's what I did. And so far, 2020, this last week has been much better.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, and I know this is your segment, but man, when I tell you, the older you get, man, life is it's unpredictable, bro. I mean, I think when we're younger, man, it's a little bit more predictable. At least for me, it has been. But man, the older you get, man, you realize, man, life is unpredictable, and you just got to prepare yourself, learn from your mistakes, and move on from there, man.
Yes, I agree 1,000%. It doesn't get simpler the older you get; it gets more complicated. That's what I'm learning, and it depends on you. You know what I'm saying? If you, this is not a warning to people, but it's something to prepare for, because it's something you should do, in my opinion, is reach for more, but understand when you reach for more, there's just a lot more that comes with it. There's a lot more that comes with learning. There's a lot more that comes with experiencing new things. But it is well worth the few little problems that may come with it. It's worth it to do it, because when you experience more, when you try to do different things, life becomes really fun and it becomes worth living. You get out of the doldrums, so to speak. But it's not all sugar and spice.
Absolutely. And what I've learned too, man, with every positive, there's always some kind of negative that comes with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for every summertime, you got a wintertime. And for every wintertime, you got the summertime, man. It is what it is.
Yep. There can be some tomfoolery, trust me, in the most, what seems to be the most greatest things. Yeah, there's some tomfoolery somewhere.
I know Biggie came up with the song "More Money, More Problems," and that's just an example of what we're talking about here. So man.
But yeah, man, hey, people getting, I wouldn't say older, because I'm not really an old person, especially physically. and I probably don't sound old either. But at least that's what people tell me. I think I sound very mature and, you know, distinguished. But people tell me I sound like a kid. But anyway,
probably family member just messing with you, man.
No, people in public like treat me like it's a trip. It's a trip. That's all I can say. I do look a little young and I dress young. I guess I do. I don't think I do. I've always dressed, but I guess, man, I don't know. It was interesting though.
Yeah, you say you get that a lot?
I do get that a lot. Yes. Like I don't drink or smoke, but I've bought it. I've tried to purchase alcohol and cigarettes and things like that for other people, and I get carded every time.
Well, that's what it is. Like, you need to drink, my brother. You need to get some age on you, man. You need to drink. Get some age on you, man. Put that liver to work, baby.